Welcome dear children to e-learning classes. Today we shall do grammar lesson number 5, topic verbs. Now what are verbs? A verb is a word which describes the action in a sentence. It is a doing word. For example, I play football. We eat spaghettis. Let's read the following story. Once upon a time there were 4 friends, a cock, a dog, a cow and a donkey. They lived and worked in a farmer's field. The donkey pulled heavy carts. The cow gave milk. The dog guarded the house. And the cock woke up the farmer on time every day. After many years, the animals grew old. So the farmer decided to sell them to a butcher. The dog heard of his plan and ran to tell his friends the sad news. The same story with some missing words. Once upon a time, there were 4 friends, a cock, a dog, a cow and a donkey. They and in a farmer's field, the donkey heavy carts, the cow milk, the dog the house and the cock the farmer on time every day. After many years, the animal old, so the farmer to them to a butcher, the dog of his plan and to his friend the sad news. Now here in the second paragraph, have you seen that some words are missing? Now those are known as the verb. Now the verb is the most important word in English. It is the shortest sentence contains a verb. You can make a one-word sentence with a verb. For example, go. You cannot make a one-word sentence with any other type of word. So verbs are sometimes described as action verb. For example, the words like play, study, dance, work, they convey some action. But some verbs, they do not give the idea of action. They give the idea of being. For example, verbs like be, seem and belong convey the state of being. Now verbs tells us what a person does. For example, Amada plays football. Here is the action verb. The verb tells of a person is. For example, Amada is very happy today. Here the verb shows the being of a person. Next, what a person or thing has. Here it shows the possession of a thing. For example, Amada has a new pair of shoes. Here the verb shows the possession. And lastly, it shows the state in which a person or thing is. For example, Amada knows how to score a goal. Now this is a non-action verb. Therefore, we can say that a verb is the most important part of a sentence. We cannot have a sentence without a verb. Now, in first exercise, you have to write things what you do in recess time. For example, you play, you eat, you talk, you run, that you have to write it down. Now, in second exercise, you have to circle the subject and underline the verb. One has been done for you. Now first one, Harry and Jerry were great friends. So Harry and Jerry is a subject and were is a verb. Next one, Mrs. Lawrence gave the student a reward. So Mrs. Lawrence is the subject and gave is the verb. Next, Bobby forgot the trumpet back home. Now Bobby is the subject and forgot is the verb. Next, Harriet wrote a letter to her friend in Germany. Harriet is the subject and wrote is the verb. Next, the dog was hurt. Now here the dog is the subject and was is the verb. Next, the girls were sad to lose the game. Now here the girls are subject and were is the verb. You are a beautiful girl. Now here you is the subject and are is the verb. And the last one, we were afraid during the thunderstorm. Now we is the subject and where is the verb. Helping verbs are also called auxiliary verbs because they help the main verb in a sentence. For example, Rohan was calling his friend for a picnic. Now here word calling is the main verb and the word was is the helping verb, or we can say the auxiliary verb. The words be, have, do, can, could, may, might, shall, should, must, will, would, use, need, dare and ought are the helping verbs. Now third exercise, choose the correct helping verb from the option given in the bracket and filling the blanks. First one, Jerry has gone to the gymnasium. Next, we had to visit the temple in the morning. Next, you are to see the doctor immediately. Next, this house is made of wood. Next, you may borrow my book. Next, Smith can bake a cake. Next, she will leave for Tokyo on Friday. Next, we must reach the theatre on time. Next, Rama will dance at the festival tomorrow. And the last one, I have finished my homework. Now forms of verbs. The form of a verb changes to express the present, past or the future. For example, Mark speaks to his sister every day. In this sentence, the verb speaks indicate that it is an action that takes place regularly. Now next, Mark spoke to his sister yesterday. In this sentence, the verb spoke indicates that it is an action that took place earlier. And the last one, Mark will speak to his sister tomorrow. In this sentence, the verb will speak indicates that it is an action that will take place later. Thus, verbs are used to indicate the time when an action takes place. When a verb undergoes such a change, it is said to be present tense, past tense and future tense respectively. I hope, dear children, you have understood up till here. Thank you for watching the video.